Okay, that's great. So, yes, so welcome everyone for the second session of the wonderful series that we have started last week, the Gita course. So, we'll start this session by chanting auspicious prayers. So, I request all of you that please repeat after me. So, I'll display the screen, display the slide, and you all can repeat. Yes, please repeat after me. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So yes, so we're discussing a very, very important scripture, the life manual, the magical book, a book which has got the solutions to all the problems, the Bhagavad Gita. And we dedicate this presentation to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who made this life manual accessible to people all around the world without considering caste, creed, religion, complexion, nationality. He distributed this knowledge to anyone and everyone. And we are so fortunate that we have also become the recipient of His divine mercy. So before we start, one thing I would like to ask all of y'all is, since we all are hearing a transcendental literature, Bhagavad Gita, and it is one of the most important activity that we are doing in the entire week. This is one of the most important activity because this is something that will be there with us in this life and life after this and later, and it will carry on. This will never be lost. This knowledge, this wisdom will never be lost. So I request all of you all that the next 1 hour, 20 minutes or 30 minutes that we have with us, so I request you all that please give this time exclusively to understand the theme that Krishna is presenting in Bhagavad Gita. And today we're going to discuss the entire first chapter of Bhagavad Gita and try to understand what exactly happened on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So if possible, one of the sign of commitment, which I observe is when the videos are on. So you all can keep your videos on so that I can see you all, and accordingly I'll speak, looking at all of you all. Thank you very much. So let's start. Let's start with the session. So first we will have a discourse on Bhagavad Gita, then we'll have mantra meditation, and we'll have Q&A at the end. So I request all of you all that please be there to take the maximum benefit of the entire session. In fact, I was so honored that after last Sunday's session, I got so many messages saying that it was very useful and it was an eye-opener and so many other messages. So it was really a great honor to receive those compliments. So let's start with today's session. So today's topic is patch-up solution or perfect solution. So last time, in the last session, now we have seen few things. So before we enter this topic, patch-up solution or perfect solution, what are those few things that we saw last time? What are the 4 basic needs of human beings? Can we have some replies in the chat box? 4 basic needs of human beings. Okay, spiritual need, the 4th one, that is the first 3. Physical need, yes. Psychological need, emotional need, yes. Physical need is that the activities that we do for taking care of this body that we see. Psychological need is a sense of achievement, and emotional need is to love and to be loved. And spiritual need is something which is missing in this world for many, many people. Because even after having the first 3 needs fulfilled to a great extent, still people are not satisfied. Why? Because the 4th need, spiritual need, is still unsatisfied. So thank you all for posting the messages here. And then in the last session, we saw the background of how Bhagavad Gita manifested. And then we saw that how the war was inevitable. There was no question of any compromise. There was no question of any peace. Krishna, as the peace messenger, he went from the side of Pandavas to Kauravas. But Duryodhan, instead of accepting the message that was given, he insulted Lord Krishna in various ways. And obviously, the war was inevitable. So one side, Pandavas are ready with 7 Akshahunis. On the other side, Kauravas are ready with 11 Akshahunis. And we are there in between to learn Bhagavad Gita directly from Lord Krishna and Arjuna's discussion on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So what happened after that? So today's discussion is about that. What happened on the battlefield of Kurukshetra? So yes, the war is inevitable, both in Arjuna's life and, if I'm not wrong, in our life also. Yes. So it's a very, very important thing to note that it was not just the battle of Kurukshetra that happened 5,000 years back. Every day, all of us have been going through little Kurukshetras. And we are that Arjuna on the battlefield, in that battlefield of Kurukshetra, holding our bow. For many people, different bows are there in their hands. So here, it's a very, very important point to note that when it comes to this particular topic, Arjuna, he started avoiding the challenge that was there in front of him. So one thing is very clear. If we analyze all the successful people who are there, materially and spiritually both successful. So such people are the ones who don't have challenges. They do have challenges, but then they are the ones who know how to face those challenges. In fact, problems and challenges, these are something which are given to us. Now we'll see in the, I think, 3rd or 4th session, in the session of karma, because of our own deeds. It's not something, which people put in our life just like that. So when the challenges are put, how do we respond to that situation will actually decide how we'll emerge victorious in that particular situation. I remember a very nice story that I had heard very long time back. So a boy, he was in the garden and he was just going around. There he saw on a nice plant, on the leaf, there was a cocoon. And then he sat there and started looking at cocoon. The cocoon started vibrating, and then he was like very curious to know what's going to happen now. And then there was a small crack, and from that crack came an insect-like structure outside. And then he could make out that there's a butterfly. So now here he was sitting and observing for hours together. Now what will happen? When will it come out? So it was coming out, but then it was struggling so much to come out of that small opening which was created by the crack. So he's struggling so much to come out, and then it used to get tired and then leave it. And again, it used to struggle to come out, and then it was not able to come out. So this boy who was there, he said, "Oh, it is struggling so much. Let me go and get scissors and do the needful." So he got the scissors and then took the cocoon with a very nice, selfless attitude to help the butterfly. He took the scissors and then very, very patiently, very sensitively, and very precisely, he made a cut the entire cocoon. And then he opened that. And now the butterfly came out. But then there was something abnormal. What was that abnormal thing? So the body of the butterfly was big, but the wings were small. And according to science, it is said that when the butterfly struggles to come out of the cocoon, the struggle that it goes through, it helps the blood to actually flow through the wings and the wings enlarge. And now what happened? That challenge which was there for butterfly, to actually come out with huge wings and fly high, this boy, he spoiled everything. And now the butterfly with a small wing was jumping from one place to another. If this is true in case of a butterfly, tell me, what about us? For us also, when these challenges are there in front of us, literally, actually, it's almost like war is inevitable in our life also. Challenges are there in front of us. We don't have Kauravas, but we have challenges. And now these challenges, when we face, how do we face those challenges? How do we respond to that situation makes a lot of difference. And a person who responds to it in a proper way comes out, the flying colors. Like the butterfly comes out with huge wings with beautiful colors. So Bhagavad Gita actually teaches us this very, very important point. That is how to respond to the situation. Many of the times, whatever experience we have, based on that we respond to the situation. Sometimes it works, sometimes it gets spoiled. But then when Arjuna was facing the challenge, and when he was not ready to accept the challenge, so at that time, what Krishna gave him, the Bhagavad Gita, makes a lot of difference in the lives of people, but then here in our context, in the life of Arjun. That we will see anyways in our coming sessions. We'll see what all Krishna spoke. But today we'll try to see what the Kauravas were doing and what did Arjuna speak. So towards the end of today's session, we're going to see what are the different reasons that Arjuna gave the patch-up solution or perfect solution. So that's what is the topic. We'll see towards the end that one. Now let's talk about the Kauravas. Let's try to understand. So in Bhagavad Gita, when Sanjaya was asked a question by Dhritarashtra, last time we saw this shloka, and I'm sure the videos are posted every day in the groups, and you all are able to access that. And a good number of videos are posted. I also saw in one of the group. So hope you all are going through those videos, just 10-15 minutes. My initial videos are just 5-10 minutes. If you spend some time, you'll be able to understand. So the first question that is posted in Bhagavad Gita in the form of a verse is by Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is asking, Dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yutsavaha mamakaha pandavaschaiva kim kurvata Sanjaya. Oh Sanjaya, after my sons and sons of Pandu, when they came with a desire to fight on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is the Dharma Kshetra, tell me what happened. And Sanjaya, having that divine vision to see what is happening on the battlefield, he started describing. He started describing what Duryodhana started doing. So here, a very nice point comes about Duryodhana's diplomacy and about Duryodhana's management skills. B schools use these various techniques and they teach through Bhagavad Gita. So now many times people might say that, well, I don't have problems, why I should go through all this. But then the fact is, one or the other time it will come. One or the other time it will come. We cannot say that I'm free. So it's a very important thing to note that challenges will be there, but then how to deal with it, that is what is very important. And here we see Duryodhana, how he is trying to face the challenge that is there in front of him. So here is a question. Is expertise and organization the cause of success? See, all of us, I'm sure, all the ones who are here today for the session, you might be very well educated. I'm sure all of you might be very talented, skilled professionals. Duryodhana was also like that, like us. He was also pretty educated. And he had amazing skills of management and diplomacy. And what all things he was doing? Here are a few of the points. Bhagavad Gita talks about everything. So he talks about steps to success. Identify the right people first, then offer them the right bait. Estimate the strength and weaknesses. Fourth, analysis of pains and gains. Make a solid plan of action, carry everyone with you, and be positive. Isn't it like a motivational speech, which people give nowadays? And Duryodhana had all of it, but then he failed very badly, very, very badly. Let's try to understand how Duryodhana did these, different techniques or steps to success. Let's start now with the third shloka of Bhagavad Gita. So here, Sanjaya, he started describing. Sanjaya started saying, you all can repeat after me. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. So I'll explain this shloka. Now here, what Duryodhana was doing, this Sanjaya is describing to Dhritarashtra. So Duryodhana, he saw the entire army. After seeing the entire army of Pandavas, he approached Dronacharya, his teacher and commander-in-chief. He went close to Dronacharya, and there he started saying, look at this wonderful army of Pandavas arranged by your disciple Drupada's son, Drishtadyumna. Now here, what is the diplomacy that Duryodhana is using? Let's try to understand. He could have directly said Drishtadyumna. Why is he saying Drupada Putrena? He could have said Drishtadyumna directly. But there is some background to this. See, there were two people who were common to both Pandavas and Kauravas. Any guesses? Who are the two people? Who are the two people common to both Pandavas and Kauravas? Okay. Bhishma and Drona. Absolutely correct. Bhishma and Drona. So now always this Duryodhana, he had that anxiety that these people surely have soft corner towards Pandavas. Will these people give a tough fight to them or not? If they don't, then how will I win? So just to trigger that anger in Dronacharya, Duryodhana started saying this, Drupada Putrena, because there is a background to this. Drupad Maharaj and Dronacharya were in the same Gurukul. They were studying together. And in the childhood, Drupad Maharaj had told Dronacharya that once I take over the kingdom, I will give you half of my kingdom to you because you're a very dear friend of mine. And both of them grew, and one became a king, other became a teacher. Now Dronacharya, being a nice Brahmana, so he didn't have any opulent stuff because they would go beg door to door. That's what was the vritti or the duty of the Brahmanas at that time. So one day when Dronacharya saw that at home even little milk is not there for my child and he's crying. So Dronacharya remembered, half the kingdom I'll give you. But Dronacharya said, what will I do with the kingdom? Let me go and get a cow from him. And then he went to Drupad Maharaj and then he addressed him. Oh friend, you remember? You had promised me to give half of the kingdom, but then I don't desire half of the kingdom. But then, can you please give me a cow? Now here, Drupad Maharaj, now he had that position and prestige and wealth and all that. He was very proud. And at that time he said that, friend, whom are you talking about? Friends should have equal status. You're a beggar. What sort of person you are calling me a friend? I'm a king. Get lost from here. You'll not get anything. And now Dronacharya was so much insulted in the entire public. He took this vow not to teach him a lesson. He went, he told his students, at that time both the Pandavas and Kauravas were under him. So he told that go and get Drupad here. And guess what? The Pandavas went, defeated Drupada. They got him to the place. And after getting him to Dronacharya's place, Dronacharya said, now I'll take half of your kingdom. And he was insulted. And now Drupad Maharaj was insulted. Then just to kill Dronacharya, Draupad Maharaj, he did a yagya. And from that, two personalities came. Both were blackish. First was Draupadi, and second was Drishtadyumna. Now, this Drishtadyumna was specially called for what? Killing Dronacharya. But then, when Drishtadyumna was sent to Dronacharya to learn the archery skills, at that time, Dronacharya accepted him as his disciple. Look at the Vedic culture that we had. Dronacharya knew, everyone knew that Drishtadyumna has been called out, or he's born only for one reason, to kill Dronacharya. And Dronacharya knew that. But then he, as a very nice Brahmana and a very nice Guru, he accepted Drishtadyumna and he taught all the skills which he knew. He never thought that, oh, okay, he's going to kill me, so I shouldn't teach him everything. Nothing doing. So in our Vedic times, the emphasis was given on duty and not on the outcome. That's how people lived a very happy and peaceful life. So duty was given more importance. They would ask how to do the work. And currently what people ask, what's in it for me? So look at the difference that we have now. Anyways, coming back to the topic. So just by using this Drupada Putrena, he's telling his guru, Duryodhana is telling his guru Dronacharya, that look, because you taught him everything, now see, he has made the army. Now you don't slacken in fighting. You fight with him properly. So this was the mood in which this verse was spoken. And this was triggering the anger in Dronacharya. Who was thinking like this? Duryodhana was thinking like this. And to trigger more anger in Dronacharya, he started telling, look at the army. You'll find all these verses in the first chapter. After the session, you can go and read for yourself. Look at the army. There are so many wonderful, skilled Maharathis who are equal in their skills to Arjuna and Bhima and others. And then he started naming a lot of people from their side. And then looking at the expressions of Dronacharya, maybe he felt that, I think I'm speaking a lot about their team. I should speak about my team also to encourage him. Then he started speaking about his team. And then he started naming a lot of them. Yeah, it's not that they only have the army, we also have. And he started naming all of them. So in this way, he got Dronacharya on his side. Complete confidence was got from Dronacharya that he will fight. Now, after this, he wants to get Bhishma also on his side. He wanted to get full confidence of Bhishma also. So what he said is given in the next shloka. Here it is. So here, Dronacharya is saying, looking at Bhishma, please repeat after me. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhishmabhirakshitam paryaptam tvaidam balam bhimabhirakshitam. So here, looking at Bhishma, now he's saying, what is he saying? He's saying that the other side, Pandavas, Bhima is there. And since Bhima is there, their strength is not that great. But then our strength is immeasurable because we have Bhishma on our side. Actually, he was very fearful because he knew if someone can kill him, then it's only Bhima who is there on the other side. So out of fear, he's speaking this, but to hide the fear, he's telling, their strength is not that great. Our strength is great and immeasurable because we have Bhishma with us. Now he looked at Bhishma and then he's glorifying him and trying to get him on his side. And now he's looking at the entire army and now he's telling that all of you stand at different strategic positions and all of you protect Bhishma so that he can nicely fight. Now here, what did Duryodhana do? He got people from the top, Dronacharya and Bhishma, and now people, the foot soldiers, he got them also on his side. And he made sure that everyone present on the battlefield on his side will give their best in the fighting with the Pandavas. Can you imagine the mastermind, Duryodhana? So many things he did. In just few verses, he just got everyone together. People from the top, people from the bottom. Now, after doing all this, was he successful? Was he victorious? He badly failed. Yes, all of us know that the Kauravas lost. So it's a very, very important point to note that the current modern day, when we have this thought process that, okay, materially I'll develop some skills and talents, and anyways, I'll have my education and all that will help me. But then if that is the case, then why Duryodhan lost? This is the question that we have to ask. Because there is something that is needed in life to be victorious always. And something the Pandavas had, which the Kauravas didn't have. So my question to all of y'all, so you all can reply in the chat box. So what were the different signs of victory which were there on the side of Pandavas, which were already telling that the Pandavas are victorious? What were the different signs of victory? Yes, please go ahead. Pandavas as dharma. Okay, Krishna is there. Okay. What else? Krishna was there on their side. Dharma, spiritual guidance. Okay. Hanuman was there. Yes, Hanuman was there. Where was Hanuman? Where was Hanuman? Okay, Lakshmi was there. Yes, Hanuman was on the flag on his chariot. Yes, absolutely correct. So these are the different signs of victory. Let me summarize that. So you all know very nicely all the things. So these are the different signs of victory. First, as last session also we discussed, the holy environment, Dharma Kshetra. So that was there. Second, presence of Lord Krishna. Third, now since Lord Krishna is present, Goddess of Fortune is also there with him. And fourth, the presence of a great devotee, Hanuman. About this, I would like to highlight, about Hanuman, I would like to highlight, and then we'll discuss how to translate these 4 different signs of victory in our life. A very important discussion. Because this Gita course, it focuses more on how to apply Bhagavad Gita in our day-to-day life. So we'll try to discuss these different things. Now, regarding Hanuman, why was he there on the flag of Arjun? Let's try to understand this. So again, when the Vanvas period was going on, so at that time, Draupadi, she saw some lotuses and then she asked Bhima, can you get more? And then Bhima started going up in the Himalayan mountains to those regions where the mortals are not allowed. And he started going, and then he was roaring, and all the elephants and lions were running around because of his roar. And then there he came across a huge monkey. And then Bhima, as usual, he said, get away from my path. And the monkey was telling, see, I'm very old and I cannot get up from here. I cannot move from here. And Bhima was like, see, I cannot cross you. That's not a good etiquette. So crossing someone's body is not a good etiquette. So the monkey said, okay, do one thing. You just pushed my tail towards a different direction, and then from that passage you can go. And then here, Bhima, the person who has the strength of 10,000 elephants in the hands, in his entire body, with his full strength, he started picking the tail of that monkey, and he was not able to do that. Then he understood that I am not able to do means this person is someone who is very, very great. Let me ask, who is he? And then there was a discussion, and the monkey revealed that I'm Hanuman. I'm Hanuman, your brother. Because both Bhima and Hanuman, they are the sons of Vayudev. So at that time, there was a great discussion. They were exchanging the love and affection as brothers. And at that time, Hanuman said that to support all of y'all in the war, I cannot come personally because I'm from Treta Yuga and it's not proper with this huge body coming to that place. I'll be there on the flag. And whenever you shout, O Bhima, I will also shout. And the combined roar of both of us will shake the hearts of all the people present on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So in this way, Hanuman was actually present on the flag, in this wonderful form. So in this way, we had Hanuman, the great devotee of Lord Ramchandra there. So now, this was the thing. So I wanted to give this info to all of y'all. Let's try to understand how to translate these signs of victory in our life. Because finally, everyone wants to be victorious. Everyone wants to be successful, happy, satisfied, whatever we call it as. So how to get these things in our life? The first one, translating the holy place or Dharma Kshetra in our own homes. How to do that? So these are the 3 points, which are very, very important. And so many places in the Shastra, these 3 points are given. First, regular worship should happen at home. Very, very important. Second, the most important thing, even if we are not able to do any worship, but at least this one should happen, chanting the names of Lord. And the third one that is mentioned here, all of us, we have, I think, learned this as a proverb in our childhood, in our school days. Cleanliness is next to godliness. So why these three things are so important? One best example is the temples. So now in the temples, all these three things are there. Especially here, in ISKCON Whitefield, I've seen when people come, especially the ones who are attending Gita course and all that. Ours is a very small center here. But still, when people come, they do tell us this, that I feel some different positive vibration here. And the answer is this. Why positive vibration? Regular worship. Holy names are chanted every single day. And third is cleanliness that is maintained. So any temple we go, any ancient temple where the worship is regular, if you go to that place, you'll find a different positive energy all around. So in this world, which is filled with negativity, it's very important to understand how to get the positivity in life. Many times people do so many things. They'll get some different articles to create positive energies, pyramids, and some laughing personalities and this and that in various places. But then these three basic things, if we do in our day-to-day life, automatically the place will become Dharma Kshetra. Kurukshetra, though, anyways, it becomes daily. So it will become Dharma Kshetra. It will become a holy place, like what the Pandavas had on their side. So this is the first thing. This is the way we can translate the first sign of victory in our life. Second one is regarding presence of Krishna and the goddess of fortune. So you see, in this case, Duryodhana mentality is mentioned. So what happened with Duryodhana mentality? What happened exactly? So Duryodhana and Arjun, they were going around at different places to get armies, because just imagine 11 Akshahunis, huge number on the side of Kauravas, 7 Akshahunis on the side of Pandavas. That's not even a less number. Even that's a huge number. So to get such soldiers and chariots and elephants and all that, they were going to different kings. So one day, coincidentally, they both landed up in Dwarka. So first Duryodhana entered the palace of Krishna and he saw Krishna is resting. So Krishna is sleeping like this, head on this side and the legs on this side. So Duryodhana went and he sat near the head of Krishna on a chair. And then he was waiting. When Lord gets up, when Krishna gets up, when he gets up, I will ask him about his Narayani Sena. Because Krishna had a huge Sena, Narayani Sena, which itself accounts to 10 Akshahunis. Then after that, Krishna is still not up. Arjuna enters. And Arjuna is standing at the feet of Krishna, looking at the beautiful form of Krishna. At that time, Krishna, after some moments, he gets up. And then he first sees Arjuna. He says, "Oh, Arjuna, how nice to see you, my friend." And then he embraces Arjuna and things like that. And Duryodhana is like, "Krishna, I am also here. I am also here." And Krishna welcomed Duryodhana also. "Oh, so nice to see you. Please come." And then he asked both of them, "No, why have you come?" So first he said, both of them they said that we have come here to take help from you in the war that is going to happen very soon. And then Krishna said that since Arjuna, he is younger to you, O Duryodhana, let Arjuna get the first chance to choose. And Krishna gave 2 options. The first option was Narayani Sena, which Krishna had. And second option was Krishna himself. But then Krishna had put a condition that if I am chosen by any of you, please remember that I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to pick up any weapon, because I don't want to get into this war. That is actually a war between the 2 families, and I'm also connected to those 2 families. Then he asked Arjuna, "Arjuna, you choose first. What do you want?" And Yudhishthir Maharaj had sent Arjuna only to get the Narayani Sena. And Arjuna there he says that, "Oh Krishna, I choose you." And then Duryodhana is like, "Oh, theek hai, chalo, I'll take Narayani Sena." You're so happy inside, but then externally, okay, I'll take Narayani Sena. And then Duryodhana, he said, Krishna, please tell your commanders that immediately we will start. And then he took the Narayani Sena. At that time, Krishna asked Arjuna, what's wrong with you? Yudhishthira had sent you to get the Narayani Sena, and you chose me. I told I'm not going to fight. I have taken a vow. And at that time, Arjuna said that, oh Krishna, if you are present on my side, what are these Kauravas? I can defeat any Devi Devta also. You are enough. And that day, Krishna also took a vow that I will protect you all the time. So here comes the Duryodhana mentality. So Duryodhana, he was not interested in Narayan, but he was interested in Narayani. That is, he was not interested in the Lord himself, but he was interested in the energy of the Lord. Same is the case with Ravan. He picked up, or he tried exploiting the energy of the Lord, but then he didn't choose or allow the Lord to come close to him. So in this way, we understand, normally the mentality of people in this world is what? Let me exploit the energy of the Lord. See, this entire nature belongs to Krishna. And when we are exploiting this nature, it's like Duryodhana mentality. In fact, when in Deepavali, I'm sure everyone, has that devotion comes automatically to do Lakshmi Puja. Lakshmi Puja happens in everyone's house. But then one thing we don't understand, Lakshmi, she is the goddess of fortune, and she is the consort of Lord Krishna or Lord Narayan. And her name is Chanchala. She does not remain at one place for long. And then we want her to come, but then she's Chanchala, she'll not stay for long. But then, if you invite the husband, so maybe the wife will stay for long. So in this case, if we invite Narayana, automatically Narayani will come. That is automatic. So it's a very important point to note that instead of chasing the fortune, we have to just worship the Lord and fortune will be there. So here, Arjuna didn't choose goddess of fortune explicitly, but then she was present. She was present because Krishna is there on the side of Arjuna. So, the conclusion, or the way we can translate it into our life is this, that we have to invite the Lord in our life, in our house. When we do that, automatically, goddess of fortune will also follow. Second, let's understand the third one. So Hanuman was present. So here, how to translate that in our life? So here it is, the good company. It's a very, very important. It is not something different. It's not something great which I'm talking about. This is something which everyone knows. But then it makes a lot of difference when we reiterate the point or re-emphasize the point that we already know. So good company. So Arjuna was in a good company. He had the association of Hanuman on his chariot. The association of selfless, pure-hearted persons can keep us positive. Somehow we have to choose. And the best people who belong to this category are the ones who are practicing spirituality. Because when we follow the spiritual values, when we start practicing this wonderful path of bhakti, automatically there's so many transformations which happen in our life. At least so many people who have attended Gita course in the past, who have started doing mantra meditation, they all report saying my anger has come down and I'm no more a person who's having a lot of greed which keeps troubling me all the time. The lust that is there has reduced. I'm able to see clarity in my life. I know what next to do and things like that. So there's obviously a transformation will be there. And such people, they will actually be selfless to a very, very great extent compared to people out there who are called as materialists, completely absorbed in material life. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's what is the philosophy that they follow. But people who are practicing spirituality, they're the ones who are selfless. And they invest a lot of time in helping people around and spreading the wonderful wisdom which they have implemented in their own lives. So choosing that association is very, very important. So here we see that Arjuna was fortunate to have the great devotee Hanuman with him on the chariot. So in this way, we translate these 4 different signs of victory in our life. The first one, the holy environment. Regular worship, chanting the holy names of the Lord, which keeps all the negativity away. And third is cleanliness is next to godliness, keeping the place clean. I think this everyone knows. And this cleanliness, also I forgot to mention this point, We have something called as external cleanliness and internal cleanliness. So external cleanliness, we all know the maid servants are there, or we ourselves can, clean the place and things like that. But then internal cleanliness is very important. Externally, we might apply soap, but internally, it's very important to understand that when we chant these shlokas of Bhagavad Gita or implement Bhagavad Gita in our life, chant the holy names of the Lord, the internal cleansing happens. So this is a very, very important point to note. We do n number of things materially, we cannot get that internal cleanliness. It's only and only by practice of spirituality. So this is the first thing. Second, not to have the mentality of Duryodhan, that is choosing Narayani and not Narayan. That's not a very intelligent decision. Chasing the fortune, we will not get the fortune. Very simple. And third, having the association of selfless, pure-hearted people, and that will help us to get that positivity in life and move ahead and keep marching. Now let's try to understand some next very, very important personality who enters this battlefield. Oh, before that, now to summarize all the signs of victory, here is the last verse of Bhagavad Gita. Please repeat. Yatra Yogeshwaraha Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhuter Dhruva Neter Matir Mama. So here it is said, wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and Arjuna, the great archer, surely at that place there'll be four important things. First, that is opulence. Shri. Then Vijaya, victory. And then we have extraordinary power, that is Dhruva, Tir. And then we have morality, Niti. So in this way, we have these four wonderful qualities or wonderful things on the side of those personalities who have Krishna and Arjuna with them. Anyways, we'll see this again in the last, towards the end, practical tip of the day. So there we'll try to, sorry. There we'll try to understand so there we'll try to understand how to get Krishna and Arjuna in our life. Yes. So let's try to understand this personality, Lord Krishna. So how Krishna enters the battlefield. Now Arjuna, he saw that, okay, everyone has come on the battlefield. He told Krishna, Senayor ubhayor madhye ratham sthapayam achyuta tavat eta niriksheham yodhu kaman avastitan. He's telling, oh Krishna, please take me in between the two armies. Please take my chariots in between the two armies. I want to see who all have come on the other side to fight with me. And on my side, I want to see who all are there. So both the armies he wanted to see. So here, Krishna enters the battlefield as a chariot driver. He's a hero. Nowadays in the movies, I'm sure, all the Tollywood movies and Bollywood, Hollywood, the hero enters with a different glamour altogether. At least in the Tollywood movies, South Indian movies, we have a hero entering and we have bomb blast on both the sides and people are like swirled on both the sides. Yes. And then slowly from the bottom, he's walking, the camera goes from the bottom to top to his face. Or the heroine is just falling and the hero comes and somehow from where he comes, no one knows, and then he catches. And in that way, the face of the hero is shown. So we see that in this world, when the hero is shown or when the hero is introduced, he's introduced in a completely different manner, where he's shown as a very, very great personality. But can you imagine here, Krishna, he enters the battlefield of Kurukshetra as the chariot driver. The driver is not someone very big. Here, chariot driver means what? Arjuna will tell, take right, and Krishna has to. Take in front, Krishna has to. Take left, Krishna has to. In fact, in the battlefield, what happened is, Karna, he had a particular weapon, and that weapon was very special. And he was about to shoot that weapon. And Krishna knew very well, if this touches Arjuna, he will no more be present. So the arrow was shot, and at that time, Krishna, he stamped on the chariot, with his lotus foot, and the horses, they bent down. Arjuna went down, and that weapon, it hit the crown, and the crown fell down. The helmet of Arjuna fell down. At that time, Arjuna is telling Krishna, "What are you doing?" The Supreme Personality of Godhead is sitting in his chariot as driver, and he's instructing, "What are you doing? You don't know how to drive." And at that time, Krishna is telling, "Arey Baba, your helmet fell down. If I wouldn't have done this, your head would have been down now." Can you imagine how Arjuna is instructing the Supreme Personality of Godhead? This is called as the Bhaktavatsala mood of Krishna. In fact, again, in Mahabharata, many times people say, Krishna is a cheater. He cheated so many times in the entire Yuddha of Mahabharata. Yes, Krishna is a cheater. He's the greatest thief also. He's the greatest cheater also. No doubt about that. So one cheating that Krishna did is he broke his own vow on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So Bhishma, he took a vow that tomorrow I'll kill Arjun, or Krishna has to break his vow. And what was the vow? That I'll not pick up any weapon. I'll make sure that Arjun is killed, or Krishna has to pick up a weapon. Now the war started the next day. Bhishma on one side, Arjuna on the other side. A huge war. Like torrents of this arrows were shot from both the sides. But then Bhishma is such a great personality as compared to Arjun. And then Arjun was getting tired. He was like going crazy. What's happening? And he was getting tired, and Krishna saw. In the entire battle of 18 days, it is described very nicely that not even one arrow touched Arjun. And not even, when it comes to this particular case, only this was the case when one drop of sweat came on Arjuna's face when he was fighting with Bhishma. And as soon as Krishna saw Arjun getting tired, Krishna jumped from the chariot. He picked up the wheel, a wheel from the broken chariot, and he started running towards Bhishma. Now, for everyone's information, Bhishma is a great devotee of Lord Krishna. He's one of the Mahajans mentioned in the Bhagavatam, Dwadash Mahajans. And as soon as he saw, so Krishna is running, with the huge wheel in his hand to kill Bhishma, and Bhishma kept all the weapons aside with folded palms, he's praying, and he's looking at Krishna. And from behind, Arjuna is coming and holding Krishna. No, don't do this. Don't do this. You've taken a vow. You've taken a vow. So many people say that Krishna broke his own vow. Yeah, he broke his own vow. For whom? For his devotees. He wanted to save Arjun. And at the same time, he was okay to break his own vow, but then to keep the vow of Bhishma intact. Can we imagine? This is called as Bhaktavatsal mood of Krishna. Now, all the problems on me, no problem, but my devotees should be saved. Same mood we see in Krishna Lila in Vrindavan, when Nanda Maharaj, the father of Krishna, would tell, "Go and get my padukas." Krishna would keep the padukas on his head. In Brahma Samhita, it is said, Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha lakshavriteshu surabhira bhipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra shata sambhrama sevyamanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So here it is said that Shata Sahasra Lakshmis are serving Krishna in Goloka Vrindavan, in Vaikuntha. So that same personality, he's taking someone else's footwear on his head and he's walking. This is called as Bhaktavatsal mood. Nanda Maharaj is my devotee, and whatever he's telling, I'll do. And if we enter Vrindavan, it will take a long time. Many, many pastimes where Krishna proves that how he is Bhaktavatsal. So here we understand the mood of Krishna, that he's ready to do anything for his devotees. He's ready to take any black mark on himself, but then he wants to keep his devotees always safe and protected. And such a great hero has entered the battlefield where he's there as the chariot driver. This is the entry of our hero Krishna as the mere chariot driver. Yes. This is the photo which we have where they are entering the battlefield like this. Let's enter into the discussion. What happened next? Now, Arjuna, he saw on both the sides, and he saw all his different relatives on the other side. He saw his teacher, Dronacharya. He saw his grandfather, Bhishma. He saw his cousin brothers headed by Duryodhan and others. He saw his friends standing in front of him, all of them, and he saw Arjuna. He couldn't control himself. He literally went into depression. Last time also I chanted the shloka. He started telling Krishna, Vipastuscha sharire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam samsrite hasta tvakchaiva paridhayate. He's saying, oh Krishna, my skin is burning, my hairs are standing on end, my throat is getting dried up, and the Gandiva, which I took a vow that I will never keep it aside, it is slipping from my hand. And these are proper signs of depression. So here we enter a very important discussion wherein Arjuna started speaking. So till now, Arjuna and Krishna have not spoken. It was only Duryodhan who was speaking, and Sanjay is relaying it to Dhritarashtra. Now, for the first time here, Arjuna is speaking, and then he's saying, "They take my chariot in between the two armies." And then after that, he started saying that what he's going through. So here we enter today's discussion. That is the patch-up solution or perfect solution. So what solution is Arjuna giving? Is it patch-up or is it perfect? Let's try to understand that. It's a very nice thing to see. Arjuna, after both the sides, the army is ready. And both the sides, the conch shells have been blown. Krishna blew his conch shell, Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his. Bhima blew. Yudhishthir, Sahadev, Nakul, all of them blew their conch shells. On the other side, Bhishma has blown his conch shell. All the other people, they all have blew their conch shells. The tumultuous sound of conch shells was there on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, with all the drums and bugles and all that. Because the war is about to start. And at that time now, Arjuna is in between, on the chariot with Krishna. And then, he's looking at the army. Already war is declared. Conch shell blowing means war is declared. And the war is about to start. And at that time, Arjuna is saying, oh Krishna, I will not fight. He keeps the Gandiva bow down and he sits on the chariot. I remember, whenever I talk about this, I can never forget an incident which happened in a yatra where we had gone to Hampi. So we had around 300 devotees, we all had gone. And there, so there was a stotra of Lord Ram that was chanted by a small girl. And father was sitting beside, and she was sitting. She was leading, and we all devotees were sitting behind. We were repeating. So the mic was given to her. Then she was singing the first shloka. Then we chanted the next. Then she second. Then we chanted the third. In the middle, what happened is she chanted the shloka a bit. This pronunciation was not proper. She did a mistake. So the father looked at her. He said, "What are you doing? Chant properly." And now we all are chanting. And then she kept the mic aside and she said, "I'm not going to chant." And I'm just sitting behind them, both. I was seeing the entire show that was happening. And the father is like, "Arey, Meri maa, so many people are sitting. Please chant, please chant." So at that time, I was remembering, what would Krishna be feeling? So Krishna is there on the battlefield, and then he did everything possible. The conch shells have been blown, and now the war is about to start, and this person keeps the Gandiva bow and says, "I'm not going to fight." And then he starts giving reasons. So today we will see the reasons that Arjuna gave for not fighting the war. And we'll try to understand that how the reasons that he gave was actually a patch-up. It was not a perfect solution. Because challenge is there in front of him and he's giving reasons. Namely 4 reasons he's giving. And he's telling, I'll not fight. And every shloka that he's telling, every shloka has got a flaw. Because the reason that he's giving is not proper. And for the information of all of you all, these questions or these reasons that Arjuna is giving, these reasons trigger a talk which Krishna, or trigger a talk by Krishna. And Krishna started speaking. So our entire Bhagavad Gita, how it goes is, now Arjuna spoke, till almost second chapter, shloka number 5 or 6. And after that, Krishna starts speaking. And when Krishna starts speaking, he starts telling Arjuna various things, and he starts countering each and every reason that he gave. And then, when he was countering each and every reason that Arjuna was giving, so at that time, Arjuna was asking questions about life. And when questions about life were asked, at that time, Krishna started speaking more and more and more. And that's how the entire song by Bhagavan is there as Bhagavad Gita with all of us. So many times people ask that Bhagavad Gita has got everything. Yes, everything. I couldn't believe actually when I was in my college days, 11th and 12th standard, I used to hear this, that Bhagavad Gita has solutions to all the problems of life. And I was like, how is it possible? Bhagavad Gita was given 5,000 years back to Arjun. So that time they were there on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. They didn't have the WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram and other things to disturb them. So in the modern age of technology, how is it that the talk that happened 5,000 years back on the battlefield of Kurukshetra be valid? And then when I started my spiritual journey, the first thing was this: I explored this Bhagavad Gita. And literally, all the counseling that we do on the spiritual platform is directly based on the principles of Bhagavad Gita. And I was very, very mesmerized when I heard few great business giants speaking that how Bhagavad Gita they're applying in their day-to-day life and how they're able to make decisions, critical decisions of business based on the principles of Bhagavad Gita. That was really very nice. If I find that video, I'll send it across. I think the Piramal Group's the head, he was talking. And then also there's so many other great personalities who were speaking about this. So this Bhagavad Gita, which was almost like a counter to the 4 reasons that Arjuna gave, has changed the life of so many people all around the world. So what are those 4 reasons that Arjuna gave? Let's try to understand that. Let's try to see what Arjuna is trying to patch here. The 4 reasons are here. So Arjuna's reasons. So I've made an acronym, REDS, so that we can remember all the 4 reasons. R stands for relatives, E stands for enjoyment, D stands for destruction of family tradition, and S stands for sinful reaction. So REDS is the acronym which we can remember to remember the reasons that Arjuna gave. So let's start with the first one, R. So this is the shloka which Arjuna is speaking. Please repeat after me. Arjuna vacha drishtve mam swajanam Krishna yuyutsam samupasthitam sidanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishushyati. So here, Arjuna is very clearly telling that seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, yutsam samupasthitam, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. So basically the first reason that he's giving is, my relatives are there in front. How can I kill them? I'll not kill my kinsmen. This is the first reason of Arjuna. Now it's correct, right? Killing one's own relatives is good or what? So what Arjuna is speaking is correct. But then if we deeply analyze the first reason, R, that is relatives, we'll understand that it's not actually correct. There's a flaw in this patch-up that he's giving. What is the flaw? See, Arjun is on a very responsible position as the king. Now say, a cop, he has got 2 sons and one of them has become a terrorist. Now he goes and hides in his own home. Now the cop, the father, what he should do? Should he take side of the terrorist? Or a judge whose son is standing, in the court, in the criminal, this stage. So the judge should give a judgment in favor of him. Responsible people have to speak the right thing on the side of dharma. Just to save one's own kinsman, one's own relative who shares the same blood group, that doesn't mean that, okay, I'll be on his side. So Arjuna was doing that. Are Baba, there is a fight between dharma and adharma, and here in between, you're saying, oh, my relatives are there. You are a king and you're supposed to protect your citizens fighting for dharma. So here, Arjuna was not doing the right thing. His reason, the first reason itself is wrong. That is, my relatives are there, I cannot kill them. But they are there on the side of adharma. This he was not understanding, or he was not able to comprehend. Just taking a tangent from the topic. Many times, we have heard this, especially when we go for distributing Bhagavad Gitas on the streets. We hear people saying, no, Bhagavad Gita shouldn't be kept at home. Why? There's so much of violence that happens because of keeping such books in the house. There's so much of violence there in Bhagavad Gita. If we keep that at home, there'll be so many violence, so many fights in the house. As if you don't keep Bhagavad Gita, there'll be no fight at home. Yes, I don't think there is any reason needed to fight at home. But this is very what is to say? The reason which people give, like this, that it talks about violence, so we cannot keep at home. This is not a very intelligent reason that people give. Yes. Basically, that goes on to say people have not understood Bhagavad Gita, what it is. The context of Bhagavad Gita has to be understood, right? It was a fight between dharma and adharma. And that is very, very important. Violence is needed at that time. So there was a case that was filed against ISKCON. This was regarding same distribution of Bhagavad Gita, and somehow they wanted to eliminate all the devotees from that particular country. So the court case was filed, and then our devotees were there on one side, and then we had the lawyer from the other side. And then he wanted to prove that these people are very violent, and they are preaching this violence everywhere through this book called Bhagavad Gita. See, Bhagavad Gita talks about killing relatives, and then the lawyer said, I will speak about another very important thing. So he showed the photo of Narasimhadev. I hope Narasimhadev everyone knows, half man, half lion form of the Lord. So the lawyer showed the photo of Narasimhadev, and he asked the devotee who was standing there in the court. He asked that, who is this person? So he said, he is my Lord Narasimhadev. And who is there on the lap of Narasimhadev, whom he is killing? He said, Hiranyakashipu. And the boy who's there, small boy who's garlanding the Lord, now who is he? He is Prahlad. So what is the relationship between Prahlad and Hiranyakashipu? So Hiranyakashipu's son is Prahlad. And then he said, my Lord, see, look at this. This is what they are preaching. The father is killed here, and the son is garlanding the murderer. We should drive away these people from this place. So here we see that when we see some act of violence, a very important thing to understand is what is the context. So here someone might say, oh, Arjuna's reason is correct. One shouldn't kill one's relative. But then look at the background, look at the context. The context is dharma and adharma war. And Arjuna is supposed to fight against adharma. But now instead of seeing adharma, he's seeing his relatives. So this is the first reason, R. The second reason, E. Let's get into that. Enjoyment. Now here, let's chant the shloka, then we will try to understand this. Please repeat after me. Nacha shreyanu pashyami hatva svajanamahave nakangshe vijayam krishna nacha rajyam sukhani cha. So here Arjuna is saying that by killing all these kinsmen, I don't see anything good, O Krishna. And because of this, if all of them are killed, then what is the use of victory, kingdom, or happiness? So here Arjuna's point is, I cannot enjoy the kingdom if my people are not present. What is the use of winning over this kingdom? What is the use of this victory? So again, it's a very nice point, because enjoying with one's own family members, that is what is the desire of many, many people in general. But again, Arjuna's position is different. What was Arjuna's position? Arjuna was a king. Arjuna was the leader. And leader's job is to sacrifice his own enjoyment for others. One has to sacrifice one's own comfort for others. And we have seen at homes, the parents are leaders. And especially mother. She sacrifices her sleep when the baby is very, very small, newborn baby. The baby will cry. The mother will not slap the baby and make it sleep. She'll get up, she'll feed the baby, and then she'll sacrifice her own sleep. I've heard this when the newborn baby is there, parents don't sleep for months together. So much of sacrifice. So here, Arjun, being a leader, he's thinking about his own enjoyment and he's not thinking about his subordinates. So this reason, again, what he is giving, that we have to enjoy. No, I will not be able to enjoy the kingdom without my kinsmen, is not a proper reason that he is giving. So there's a very, very important leadership quality, that is sacrifice. So when a leader, when he sacrifices and when his subordinates see that how he's sacrificing his own comforts, automatically the subordinates, they align with the vision of the leader. So in this way here, Arjuna's, again, a patch up that he's giving is not a proper solution. Let's get into the third one. So we saw R, relatives, E, enjoyment, and let's see the next one, D. Now here, Arjuna is giving the next reason. Okay, this is D. So Arjuna is giving this reason. He is saying, please repeat after me. Kulakshaye pranashyanti kula dharmah sanatanaha dharme nashte kulam kritsnam adharmo bhi bhavatyuta. So here Arjuna is telling that here on the battlefield we see all the men are present, like all the sons and all the fathers are present here. When all of them will be killed, so that time, no, back at home, the females, will remain. They will be alone, and there will be destruction of family tradition. Who will follow the rituals? Who will do all those things which are supposed to be done? And there will be so much of contamination that will come, because the females who are at home, they'll be invaded, by the other enemies who are there. So there'll be so much of pollution in the character of people who are left behind. So the family traditions will be broken. The chain will be broken. Again, this is a very, very valid reason. If you see superficially, yes, it's a very, very valid reason. But then Arjuna is not understanding one thing. Arey Baba, who created the family traditions? Who created those rituals? That person is standing beside you. In Bhagavad Gita it is said, Vedeshcha sarve rahameva vedyah Vedanta krit vedavit eva chaham. Krishna is telling, I am that person who has compiled the Vedas, and I am the one who knows the Vedas, and I am to be known from the Vedas, he says. So the compiler of the Vedas is standing beside, and he's telling, no, the family traditions will be broken, what to do? He'll take care, Krishna will take care. Arjuna's situation is almost like a small child who's sitting on the breakfast, sitting on the table to have his breakfast. And then he's having breakfast and packing the dabba also. And then mother is asking, what's wrong with you? Why are you packing this dabba? Your tiffin box. He said, no, I'm packing it for lunch. He said, no, I'm making lunch. Why you have to pack separately? No, the child is saying, no, I saw that ingredients are over in the kitchen. So who knows I'll get lunch or not? No, I'll pack and keep. Even mother will go crazy if she hears all this. Who is the child to think about all this? What ingredients are there and not there? Similarly, Krishna is there to take care of everyone. He is that personality who maintains everyone. So why worry? And here Arjuna is explicitly telling about his worry. That, oh Krishna, the family traditions will be broken. Females will become contaminated. What will happen in the entire society? So on and so forth. So again, this reason is not a valid reason. It's a patch up. Last one, S. So S stands for sinful reactions. Please repeat. Papam eva shrayedasman hatvaitanatatainah tasman narah vayam hantum dharta rastransa bandhavan swajanam hi katham hatva sukhinah shyama madhava. So here Arjuna is telling, oh Madhava, if we kill these atatainah, the aggressors, the sins will overcome us. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill them. That is a very important point. That Arjuna is saying we shouldn't kill, but then he's saying we shouldn't kill the aggressors. But according to Shastra, there are 6 types of aggressors who are there. And the ones who are there in the position of administrator, they have full right to kill the aggressors. So what are the 6 types of aggressors? I just noted it in here in one of my notes. It says, first one, the one who gives poison. Kauravas gave poison. Last time all of you told that. Kauravas gave poison to Bhima. Second one, who sets fire to the house. This was also done. They made the lac house and then it was set on fire. The third reason, one who attacks with deadly weapons. Now they did this all the time. The fourth, one who plunders riches. And the dice game, that's what happened. They stole or they plundered all the riches of the Pandavas. Fifth, one who occupies another's land. So the Kauravas are not ready to give the land which actually belonged to the Pandavas. And sixth type of aggressor is one who kidnaps a wife. So Jayadratha kidnapped Draupadi, when they were there in some place. So in this way, it is said in the Shastra that anyone who is there in either of these 6 categories, such a person should be killed by the king. And such a person will not incur any sin. But here we see what's wrong with Arjuna. Arjuna is giving this reason that, oh Krishna, if we kill them, we'll get sin. And he's using the word Atataina, aggressors, and he's telling that we'll get sin. So again, Shastrically, Arjuna is wrong. He's just giving a patch. So in this way, Arjuna gave 4 reasons for not fighting. R, for relatives, he said, no, my relatives are there, how can I fight? Second, E, if my relatives die, then how can I enjoy the kingdom even if I win it? D, if all the men are killed in the kingdom, the females who are there, they'll get contaminated, there'll be no family traditions remaining. And fourth one, S, if we kill them, we will get sins, O Krishna. So throughout, he just gave patch. And now Krishna is going to speak. And he's going to slap Arjuna for each and every reason that he has given. So Krishna starts speaking from the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we'll be entering that in the next session. Before that, I would like to end the session with a practical tip of the day. And it's the same shloka that we have already seen. That is this particular shloka. Let's chant once again and try to understand how to bring Krishna and Arjuna in our life. Please chant. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shrir Vijayo Bhuter Dhruva Niter Mater Mama. So for the benefit of everyone, I would like to again explain that wherever there is Krishna and wherever there is Arjuna, there will be 4 wonderful things present in that place. First, Shri, that is opulence. Vijaya, victory. Bhutir, Dhruva, extraordinary power. Niti, morality. So opulence, victory, and extraordinary power and morality will be present in that place where Krishna and Arjuna are present. Basically, this was the answer to the question of Dhritarashtra, the first shloka. What happened in the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Sanjay is answering this in the last shloka, 18th chapter, 78th shloka. He is telling that wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there is opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. Basically, indirectly, he said, don't expect your sons to be victorious. Pandavas will only be victorious. So it's a very important thing how to translate this shloka in our life. So Krishna and his holy name are non-different. So when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, what happens? We are associating directly with Krishna. When we read Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's instructions are there which are non-different from him. So those instructions, when we associate with, we're directly associating with Krishna. And all of us, we have both Arjuna and Duryodhana within us. All of us. There is no exception. But it all depends who is fed. Duryodhana is fed nicely or Arjuna is fed nicely. So when we are studying Bhagavad Gita like this, and when we try to implement those principles of Bhagavad Gita in our life, in our day-to-day life, Arjuna will become strong. and automatically he will be victorious. So Arjuna is there with him, and we have Krishna through his holy name. Another way, another very important way is Arjuna is a devotee. So when we invite devotees in our life, when we associate with spiritual practitioners, automatically we have the association of the devotee of Krishna. So in this way, we can invite Krishna and Arjuna in our life, and wherever there is Krishna and Arjuna, there will be these four wonderful things present. What are those? First, opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. So with this, I would like to pause today's session, and just let me tell about the next session, and then we'll do mantra meditation, then I'll take your questions. So next session is root cause analysis. Very, very important topic. Next session is going to be a bit a mysterious one, because we'll be seeing a lot of things about the body and soul concept. We will see different, the facts which are presented in research papers, two of them basically, reincarnation, and we'll also see something called as near-death experience. And there are a few other wonderful concepts that we'll be able to cover next session. And I'm sure from next session onwards, we're going to see what Krishna is going to speak. And surely every shloka that Krishna speaks has got a lot of hidden secrets, and we'll try to explore that from the next session onwards. So keep your questions ready. We'll take it after 10 minutes. So we'll do mantra meditation now. So can I have all of you with your video on, sitting in a meditative posture? So if you're sitting on the chair, sit in a relaxed posture wherever you are. If you're sitting on the floor, so you can be cross-legged, and you can have the dhyana mudra, the meditation posture. Ideally, mantra meditation should be done with beads. So I'll teach that in the next session, how to do it on beads. But today we can just sit straight and close our eyes in the meditating posture. So keep your eyes closed. And we are chanting the great deliverer mantra, the Maha Mantra. So please tell your mind that for next 10 minutes, we are doing this most important activity, which actually gets closer and closer to that Supreme Personality. And today we heard that how Krishna is the Bhakta Vatsala. He's ready to do anything for his devotees. So when we're chanting these holy names, we are directly associating with Krishna. So such a great personality is coming in front of us. So attentively chanting basically means giving respect to him, and also making sure that we reciprocate with him for his presence. So for next 10 minutes, I request all of you all that please focus on each and every word of the Maha Mantra. So mantra meditation is all about chanting the mantra and hearing the mantra. There's no question of thinking about anything in between. And this is the Yuga Dharma. Just by doing this mantra meditation, we'll become pure. Our heart will be cleansed of with all the dirty things, and we'll be able to attain the perfection of life. So we're going to start now. So prepare your mind for next 10 minutes. No need to think about anything. Just focus on chanting. If mind goes 100 times outside the mantra, 101 times get it back on the mantra. So let us all start now. Please repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. All of us together 3 times we will chant, so that we practice this chanting together. Everyone. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. For next 10 minutes, try to get in sync with the audio and try to chant with complete focus. Here we start.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare.
Keep your eyes closed. All of us together for the last 3 times. Let us chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. All of us, one more time, let's focus on each and every word of the Mahamantra and let us chant a bit louder. Everyone together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So keeping your eyes closed, please chant in your mind 3 times the same mantra, a bit louder without moving your lips. Please offer a silent prayer to that Bhaktavatsal, Lord Sri Krishna. So we have started a spiritual journey based on Bhagavad Gita. So by his mercy only we'll be able to understand the wisdom that he has given. And by his mercy only we'll get the strength to continue on this path. And we also pray for people all around the world who are struggling with the current pandemic, that may they get well soon and may they stay healthy. Please gently open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you all very much for joining. So all the ones who have questions, please stay back. Please post your questions. And I hope today's session was helpful in some or the other way. So also you can share your realizations as well in the chat box. Please go ahead. So we are there together till 8:30. I'll take questions, then we'll end. Why Mahabharat? Is it for the Rajya or to get justice for Draupadi? See, anytime when we have the various leelas of the Lord, we have to understand that there are multiple things those are achieved in this particular leela. So Mahabharat, this entire epic that happened, so it was to establish various things. One most important thing is to establish dharma, and adharma was all that happened with the Pandavas. And also Draupadi's Vastraharan that was there, that was also one of the very biggest offense that was done. And just because that was done, so in the assembly, whoever was sitting, their lifespan was reduced to a very, very great extent. And then this death of every person on the battlefield was inevitable. But the best thing that is there here that we have to understand is, this was one of the ways in which Lord Krishna took all of them back home, back to Godhead. It is described that anyone who left their body on the battlefield of Kurukshetra looking at Krishna, they got salvation. So from one incident, from one epic, Krishna establishes many, many things. And one of the important thing, or the essence of the entire Mahabharata, was to give this Bhagavad Gita to the entire humanity. So that was also established very nicely. So hope this answers your question. Even though Duryodhan and his association were in Adharma side, is it true that everyone, who were killed in the battlefield all got moksha. Then being bad and getting killed by God's hand is better than being in good side. Is it right? In this Kali Yuga, is there any avatar of God to kill the evil? So again, nice question. See, firstly, we have to understand that Lord, when he uses his hand to bless or to kill someone, both are same. Why? Because that person is in coming touch with the Lord. But then, see, getting salvation is the result. Anyways, people are getting it. But then we have to ask this question: that what will please the Lord? What will give pleasure to the Lord? How can we satisfy the Lord? So for sure, enmity will not satisfy the Lord. But then anukulena Krishna anushilanam bhakti ruttamam. If we can give pleasure to the Lord by practicing bhakti, which is very favorable, which is a favorable service to the Lord, that will give a lot of pleasure to the Lord. So we are Krishna servants. We are part and parcel of Krishna. So our goal or our duty is to give pleasure to Krishna. Obviously, now if the person is very evil, Lord will come personally to kill him. But now in the age of Kali, people are like small mosquitoes here and there. They are not that great evil also, to get them killed. They cannot be compared anywhere to Duryodhan, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, Ravan. They were all, they did a lot of austerity, and they gained a lot of power. And the Lord himself had to come to kill them in various incarnations. So at least in Kali Yuga, we don't find such great demons for whom the Lord can come. Nowadays, demons are like small mosquitoes here and there sucking someone's blood. That's what people are doing nowadays. So Krishna need not come now, to kill these people. But still, according to the Shastra, Kalki avatar is mentioned in 12th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter number 2 or 3, in that it is given that Lord will be appearing in a place called Sambhal, in a Brahman family, and he will be having a very particular attire with a very wonderful feature, with a sword in the hand, sitting on a white horse. And his activity will be killing all the miscreants. So he'll be doing that act. So that he will be doing, but that will be towards the end of Kali Yuga. Now Kali Yuga has just started. So entire span of Kali Yuga is 4,32,000 years, out of which 5,000 years have passed. So still 27,000 years are still pending. So we are nowhere close to Kali Yuga. The end of Kali Yuga. So towards the end, the Lord will appear and he will do the needful. Can you imagine? Now itself, there is so much of nonsense going on in this age. Just imagine towards the end, what all will happen. It's going to be a disaster. This place is not a place to live. Now, this is what we have to understand. We have to perfect our life, break the cycle of birth and death, and leave this place. We have to go back to our home, that is Vaikuntha. Yes, hope this answers your question. Thank you for all your wonderful comments. It's my pleasure. As you are a guru or monk, please do not say sorry or please words in conversations. So I'm not a very great person. As I already said, I'm a small person. I can still say all this to all of you all. How to control our anger? This is the most frequently asked question, and the most working solution or time-tested solution, which I have personally experienced in my life and observed in the life of my students, is by doing this mantra meditation every single day. You will see that within no time you'll be able to conquer your anger. Very, very soon. Very soon. So I request all of you all that please religiously every single day, please chant at least 108 times the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Every day when you get up, when you take bath, sit at one place for 10 minutes. You can maybe, if you want, you can put a timer for 10 minutes and go on chanting. Or you can play the video that we had played today. You can play that, and then in the sync with the audio, you all can chant for 10 minutes. So please do this, and you'll see the tremendous transformation in a very short time. Provided, again, if you're sincere in your practice every single day. It's just a matter of 10 minutes, and you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference. How do we identify the right and selfless person like Hanuman in our life? So now, during this Gita course, we'll be covering a lot of wonderful points, and we will see the qualities of selfless people. And with that, we'll be able to understand, because Krishna has very wonderfully spoken about the qualities of selfless people in Bhagavad Gita. So just by seeing those qualities, we'll be able to understand. One of the quality of a selfless person is that he would be ready to go to any extent to help the other person. without worrying one's own what to say about one's own life. He'll be ready to help the other person selflessly to a very great extent, very very great extent. So, like for example, I'm proud to say this, all the volunteers who are there, as I said last time also, they also have a family, they also have their profession. They are also working like all of y'all, managers, senior managers, project leads, directors. But still, on a Sunday, I heard today, I was asking the volunteers that, so how many people are going to come today? So they said that many people are there, a group of people, who said that, oh, we get only one Sunday, and then we have to do something else. We have to go for shopping and this and that. So I was just thinking about my volunteers and how amazing they are. They also have one Sunday, but then they spend their morning, to call all of y'all, to invite all of y'all, and evening they attend the session to see, how many of them have turned up. Hats off to them. That is like a very very wonderful selfless service. So thank you. I would like to thank all of them again, for their selfless service. So with time, with our spiritual practice, we'll be able to identify, people who are actually very selfless. And another thing I would like to add here is people who are aiming for the ultimate goal of life, that is breaking the cycle of birth and death, and the ones who live Bhagavad Gita every single day. Such people are automatically into this category. So we can easily make out. The goal is very important. If the goal is just to exploit and enjoy, such people, we cannot expect much. But if the goal is to break the cycle of birth and death, surely that person will be aiming to transform their life, transform their heart. So such people are the ones whom we can associate with. Hope this helps you. Why did Yudhishthir Maharaj ask for Sena instead of him? He was the most righteous, isn't it? So it was not known that Duryodhan is also going to come, to that place. So they were not expecting Krishna to come on the battlefield anyways. So Arjuna came individually and Duryodhana also came individually. So just to give two options to both of them, Krishna included himself also. So he gave two options, Narayani Sena and he himself. But Yudhishthir Maharaj had sent Arjun to get the Narayani Sena, because that was the only option that was there. The second option was not available at that time. So like that. So with only one goal, Arjun went, but then he got Krishna. That's how it is. Karna, Shakuni, Drona, all are victims of fate, and time has not treated them well. Their response and behavior is because of what they have gone through. Why are they wrong? So when it comes to all these personalities, especially Karna, I would like to say, like others are also there in line, like that. All of them. See, one thing we have to understand. Even in our life, anyways, I'm going to cover this in detail. For I guess that will be a long session for 2 hours. The philosophy of karma. So we have to understand one thing: if something is happening in someone's life, it is not just by chance. Nothing happens in life by chance. Now we should understand this. I'm going to define this by chance, my luck, and all that in that session. We'll discuss in great detail. So all these people, when they went on the other side, when they got killed or whatever, they had a background to it. Like for example, Karna, who was there. I think in the last session also I made this point. He was a demon in the past life where he would pass stool and urine on the yagya kundas of various yagyas which were done by great sages in the forests. So he was breaking all the etiquettes and rules of the Shastra. So tit for tat was done on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So firstly, he was floated on the water, then he was taken care by a Shudra, and then he was a Kshatriya but still treated as a Shudra. He was not given proper respect and all that. So whatever he did in the past, that came back to him. Same thing happened with all of them. But then here, one thing we have to understand, that it was a great play that was happening in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, where this entire epic was nicely directed by Lord himself, just to teach a wonderful lesson to all of us. And through Mahabharata, when we see these different personalities, we can actually learn a lot of things from these people, these personalities. How to live life and what things to avoid, so that we live a peaceful, satisfied, and successful, victorious life. So various teachings are there in this. So if we say that they've gone through various things, and how did they got killed and all that. So there are different reasons to that, but more importantly, so that we can learn from all these things. Hope this answers your question. For peace of family, often one has to let go even seemingly wrongs. How do you balance the two? Now, when it comes to the peace of family, at what level the peace of family is affected, we have to check that. Again, it's a very subjective question, because at times when that particular thing is allowed to do, maybe a little bit of peace will be affected, but then not a great disaster will happen. So at that time, the thing should be executed as it is. But then if a great disaster is happening and I'm supposed to sacrifice something, then we can go ahead. And then that can be done. But then we have to see the situation and accordingly decide. Anyways, this particular thing, we'll be able to understand in much greater detail when we go deeper and deeper in this wonderful life manual called Bhagavad Gita. Because various things are revealed here, in this book. Various things are revealed. How to deal in day-to-day life, and also how not to get affected with various things that are happening in life, and also how to correct various situations which are happening in life. So we'll see all that in our future sessions. Especially in the session called "Who is Pulling My Strings?" There we are going to see that how people behave and why people change suddenly, without any reason. We will not find any reason, and they'll create a disaster in life. So why do people behave like that, and what is the solution for that? What can we do at that point of time? So we'll see in detail in that session. Whatever I think to do tomorrow, nothing is working. Some or the other distracted. How? Don't worry, it's just a lack of determination. So if you're able to practice mantra meditation every day, I challenge and I bet that surely that determination power will come and you'll be able to execute whatever you want to execute. So determination power is missing. This is what is the answer. I see people doing or talking injustice and they do God worship. Will God excuse all the sins they have done and give mukti? No. See, one thing you have to understand, that doing sin on the power of our worship is a greater sin or a greater offense. So it is said in Shastra, Namnad Balat hi Papa Buddhi. So this is one of the offense. So if I'm thinking that I'm worshipping and I'm chanting, I'm doing mantra meditation or whatever, and on the power of that, if I say that, okay, see, anyways, I'll go and commit sin, and then when we chant mantra, anyways, it will nullify. That person is doing a great offense. He will suffer a lot for that. He'll suffer a lot. But in due course of time, if he is able to correct himself by the association of devotees, by the association of the Lord himself through the Mahamantra, then with that purification, it's possible that his life will change and he might attain the ultimate destination. But if he's doing the other way, that I'm doing this, so let me go and do some papa, then he's miserable. That person cannot get much. Thank you for your wonderful comments. World of Bhagavad Gita and correlating it to our modern life. My spiritual journey has just begun, and hope I learn through these sessions and use it fruitfully in my journey of life too. Yes, I also pray. I also pray that all of you, will be able to use it and live a very, very satisfied, happy, and successful, victorious life. What is the significance of 108? So 108 is a very auspicious number. Like 108 is a number where, like for example, there were 108 principal queens of Krishna, 108 principal gopis of Krishna. The distance between the earth and sun is a multiple of 108. There were 108 primary sages who were there. 108 Upanishads are there. So this number 108 is very auspicious. So that is the reason from Shastra 108 is given for doing mantra meditation. There's a difference in believing and experiencing the truth. How can we move from believing to experiencing the real truth? So believing is there on the platform of theory. So it's theoretical. Like for example, now we're discussing Bhagavad Gita. So still we are not experiencing. No, still it's on the platform of theory. But with time, when we do this mantra meditation and when we do service, what happens is this theory that we have learned will be transformed into realization, and that realization will give us experience. So this is the point. So we have to make it a point that we get involved in doing mantra meditation, because mantra meditation will cleanse our heart. So this theory which we have learned, to experience that or to realize that, our heart should be ready to receive it properly. And it will be possible when we chant the Mahamantra every single day, minimum 108 times to start with. And also when we're implementing these principles of Bhagavad Gita in our day-to-day life, when we endeavor to implement, the mercy of the Lord flows. And by his power, this theory that we have learned will be transformed into realization. Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita, the same thing. In 10th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, shloka number 11. Tesham evanu kampartam aham agyana jam tamaha nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhashvata. So Krishna says that when I show special favor on my devotees, I remove the darkness from the heart by lighting the lamp of knowledge. So that is the revelation that Krishna gives, the experience that Krishna gives. So our sincerity matters. If we really were hell-bent upon this, that I want that experience or realization or revelation, then we should be sincere in our endeavor every single day, doing mantra meditation, hearing and reading Bhagavad Gita, and praying to the Lord for the same. And we will see with time how the theory that we have learned changes into realization and experience, in your words. Thank you all for your wonderful comments. How to concentrate on our work strictly? Again, the same answer. So what do we try to do during mantra meditation? We try to get back the mind again and again and again on the mantra. So there's a practice that helps us in our material life also. As at least this is what is the feedback that I've got from many of my students, and I've experienced myself. So I started my practice of spirituality in my college days, as I told last time also. So when we do this mantra meditation, one thing which I've observed in myself and also people who have given the feedback is that capability comes to focus on various things very fast. Because here we're trying to focus on the mantra again and again and again. And you'll see, maybe initially you'll be able to focus on 10 mantras only out of 108. With practice, it will go to 20, 30, 40. A time will come when it will go to 90, 100 also. So when we reach a certain stage like that, then we will see that how focused we will be on everything that we do in our day-to-day life. So I always say this, spiritual practice will always give a positive impact on our material life, whatever activities we are doing. So I request all of you all that please take up this wonderful path of mantra meditation, which is a part of Bhakti Yoga. So do it every single day and you'll experience a change for yourself. As there are different ways to experience the truth, is Bhakti Marg the only better way? How Karma or Jnana Marg are different from Bhakti Marg? I give a 2-hour session on this. So, because to explain what is Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, and then Bhakti Yoga, it takes a good amount of time. So how is Bhakti? Okay, so I'll maybe put it in a simple word so that we can understand. See, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga, these three are elaborately discussed in Bhagavad Gita. And in these three, what happens is, the person himself is endeavoring a lot. And now in this age of Kali, we cannot practice all these three, Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. We can give our own definition, but if you see the definition given in Bhagavad Gita, we cannot practice these three because we don't have the facility and the setup to practice these three. Like for example, when we are doing this Jnana Yoga, so the prerequisite to do Jnana Yoga is one should be purified from the doership mentality and one should be detached from the results. To do Karma Yoga, the prerequisite is one should be detached from the results. To do Ashtanga Yoga, the same. One should be detached from the results and free from the doership mentality. And one should be going to the forest to do Ashtanga Yoga and various other yoga systems. So in the age of Kali, it's very difficult. And here, the person himself will put a lot of endeavor to do it. But in Bhakti Yoga, the best thing is that Lord personally intervenes in the life of devotee and he pulls the devotee up. So I always give this example or analogy that other yoga systems are like the staircase. We climb the staircase. And when it comes to Bhakti Yoga, it's like the elevator. You just press the button and you're up. Yes. So here, Lord personally pulls in Bhakti Yoga. See, in Kali Yuga, we have very less time. Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga to perfect. Firstly, we need a pure state of mind and we need to have a good setup to practice that. And we should be following the scriptures dot the way it is given. So now in this age of Kali, it's very difficult. We don't have time for doing all that. So in Bhakti, even in Bhakti Marga, for Kali Yuga, chanting of the holy names is given. So just by chanting of the holy names, we can perfect our life. So we have less time. And in this less time, we have the simple process. Using that simple process, we can perfect our life. Hope this helps you. I just summarized my 2 hour session into 2 minutes. Hope this helps you. Okay, so I'll take one last question because it's already 8:30. Or maybe I'll try to answer. There are 4 questions. Okay, I'll answer quickly. Why are we chanting Hare Krishna first in our mantra as Krishna's incarnation is after Ram? Okay, so here the Ram that is there in the Mahamantra is not Ram that is of Treta Yuga. Okay, so this Ram is Radhika Raman. So Hare stands for the energy of the Lord, that is Srimati Radharani. Krishna is Krishna, the Shaktiman or energetic, and Ram also stands for Krishna only, Radhika Raman. Okay, it does not stand for Ramchandra. And also, even if it stands for Ramchandra, say, because there is no harm in having this remembrance of Lord Ramchandra in the word Ram. There is no harm. Even if that is the case, so we have to understand one thing, that all the forms of Krishna are eternal. In the current yuga, they might have come in certain sequence, but then they're always eternal, all of them. So there is no sequence that we can determine based on their appearance in this world. So Krishna is always present. Lord Ram is always present. So like that, the sequence will not determine the mantra. But Vyasadeva in Kalisantarana Upanishad, he has given this mantra starting with Hare Krishna. Yes, so that's how it is. So I hope this answers your question. Bhagavad Gita is 1 hour speech of Lord Krishna. Why other shlokas are included like Dhritarashtra, Sanjaya, etc.? That's a very nice question. I was expecting this in the first session itself. See, here to Krishna to speak, a context is created by these personalities. And all these personalities are not ordinary personalities. They are really great personalities. That's how they are present at the same time when Krishna was present, on this material world. So, since they are special and they have a great relevance because they're associates of the Lord, eternal associates of the Lord, so their speech, their names are also very, very purifying. So the names of the soldiers which are given, the commanders which are given in first chapter, all that is really very purifying because they were present personally on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And to be more precise to your question, this entire discussion that is there, that creates a context for us to understand the entire talk of Lord Krishna. And when we understand the context, it becomes easy for us to apply that in our own life, in the context of our life. So they have played a great role. Arjuna, Dhritarashtra, Sanjaya, they all have played a great role to set the context to get this divine wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. So it is very important. So they are also included. We see God and satisfaction in helping others and feeding the needy. Isn't that called bhakti? So here, see, we have to understand what is bhakti. When we are feeding the poor and helping others, that's very nice. No doubt about that. But the process of bhakti, the outcome of the process of bhakti is what? Cleansing of the heart, transformation of the heart. This doesn't happen when we do philanthropic or social activities. Okay. Obviously, we are helping others and there's a great satisfaction. But then the anarthas, the dirt in the heart is not cleansed at that time. So when we practice bhakti by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by reading Bhagavad Gita and various other things, our heart will be cleansed. And when our heart is cleansed, at that time, truly we can extend to other people. Selflessly, we'll go and extend to other people. Like, for example, Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. So now this person, he was 70 years old, obviously a perfected being. He had attained perfection. So he, at the age of 70, having that pure heart, he travels across the ocean, having 2 heart attacks, major heart attacks, still having the determination to go and help people selflessly. When Prabhupada went to West, it was a disaster. I was reading, the biography. So there, it is like sometimes people came to kill him. There was no food to eat sometimes. He starved. There was no money. And in the snow, he, for the first time, is experiencing such cold weather, but still is sustaining. See, at the age of 70, doing all this is really great. So there we can see the actual selflessness. He was not getting anything for himself, but then he did it for so many people. How? Through Bhakti Yoga, when we purify our heart, we can actually extend ourselves to a very great extent. But then, when we are not fully purified, we'll help a bit, but then we'll still have a lot of selfish interest for ourselves. And every place, we will see what can I get even after helping that person. So Bhakti Yoga Now, the primary angas of Bhakti Yoga is Shravanam and Kirtanam, hearing about the Lord and His holy names, chanting the Lord's holy names and His teachings and His Leelas. So that will purify our heart. So in Bhakti Yoga, the focus is on purification of the heart, which is not guaranteed by any activity that we do, which is done by various people of this world. Hope this answers your question. Since Lakshmi is the mother of the creation in which we are, she is goddess of fortune, abundance. In what way can we worship her to help us progress in our spiritual path? What qualities of hers should we pray to, and what kind of qualities should we pray for her to bestow upon us to help us go towards Krishna? A nice question. So whenever we want to give pleasure to someone, we have to ask the person, or we have to analyze what will actually give the pleasure to that person. So for any chaste wife, when the husband is nicely served and glorified by other people, she is very satisfied. So here, when we worship Krishna, so at that time automatically she becomes very satisfied. And also, since she is very close to Krishna, we can pray to her that, oh goddess of fortune, you're so dear to Krishna, you're his consort. Now please recommend my name to Krishna. So we can always pray to her this, please recommend my name to Krishna. So, and if she recommends, Krishna cannot reject. So like that we can do. Okay, last two questions for the day. Can we perform puja at home anytime, or right time is only in the morning? See, if we go through the things which are mentioned in the scriptures, yes, we have specific times given. So early morning time, Brahma Murta, and evening Sandhya time, that is there. But then, in the age of Kali, we don't have much restrictions. So whenever we get time, doesn't matter, morning, afternoon, evening, we can do our worship. Because here, very important thing is, Lord understands our constraints. In Kali Yuga, there's a lot of constraints that we have got. So He understands our constraints. So when we worship Him with love and devotion, at any time He accepts. And that worship that we're doing should be accompanied by chanting the holy names. So that makes it flawless and offenseless. Okay, the last question for today. I believe and have experienced the fruits of bhakti and meditation, but recently I forget about these and only remember them during hardships. How to not forget? Association of those people who are practicing bhakti every day. So their association will remind us every now and then. So we should have such association of like-minded people who are practicing bhakti. And when we are there in their association, even if we fall, they will be there to pick us up. They'll be there to remind us. So association is the answer for your question. I hope this helps you, Ravi. So thank you all very much. I hope these sessions are helping you. So I request all of you, please continue and don't come under the trick of the mind. The mind will give you a lot of reasons not to attend the session. Like that, you'll see how the attendance goes down. The mind tricks many, many people. But the ones who are determined to understand what Krishna is telling, surely those people will be able to make it. So I pray to the Lord that the Lord gives you strength to continue this blissful path of understanding the life manual Bhagavad Gita. So thank you. Let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and end for today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. See you all next session, next Sunday at 6:30. Root cause analysis.